It's all quiet over my shoulder here now. The Park Paddock's patrons have retreated to the bars and restaurants, but they've been treated to some extraordinary drama. This was the Tattersalls Craven breeze-up sale. One record fell, then it was broken, another one fell. Records were falling all over the shop. The top lot, 1.75 million guineas, a Tattersalls Craven breeze-up sale record, and that top lot was a colt by Havana Grey. The colt was consigned by a real stalwart of this sale, Malcolm Bastard. The sale ring was packed, and after a protracted bidding war, that man again, Keir Jarabchan from Ammo Racing, prevailed. I caught up with him afterwards.
We came here to buy, a couple of fast breeze-ups. We've done a lot of shopping in the yearling sales. Now we were looking for something that's a little bit speedier, a little bit more sort of ready to go, sort of early June, rather than sort of, end of the summer and looking forward to next year. So that's what we've tried to do. But this guy, he was the pick of the sale for all our agents, and he was obviously did a very fast breeze from a guy that, is not normal to make him a very, very fast breeze. So fingers crossed, you never know when you buy breeze-ups. The last couple of breeze-ups haven't been very lucky for us, but this time, fingers crossed, it will be.
Keir Jarabchan, who bought the top lot. And you really thought that was impossible after the first day. 1.4 million guineas for the top lot on the first day. And this was a gorgeous colt by Acclamation, who's been such an important sire down the years. But this, arguably, his biggest result. He's the sire of Romantic Warrior. Surely Godolphin, who bought this colt from Willie Brown, will be hoping that he can do something very similar. He's off to Charlie Appleby. The ticket was signed by Godolphin's Anthony Stroud. This is what he had to say.
Well, he's a very good looking horse. He did everything right. He did a fantastic breeze. He did a good gallop out. He passed all the veterinary inspection, and David and I and Charlie really liked him. We thought he was, the outstanding colt of today.
And by a sire in Acclamation, who sadly no longer with us, but has left a really interesting legacy. And you must have followed his and his son's careers with great interest. What do you think he's brought to the breed?
Well, he's being ultra consistent. He's raised the level of his mares. In fact, his mares are doing very well at stud by Acclamation. And, he's been a fantastic horse for Rathbarry. So, he's just a very, very good stallion.
Anthony Stroud, who signed the ticket on behalf of Godolphin for 3 of the most important lots on the first day. There was this Godolphin Ammo bidding war, and Ammo came out on top for the St Mark's Basilica lot 82.
At 750,000 all done last time at 750. Ammo Racing, thank you very much indeed, 750.
So Tuesday afternoon, after racing, I had to hot-foot it here to make sure I got here in time, because action was happening thick and fast straight away. Lot 5, 650,000 guineas, and this was a Havana Grey, lovely Havana Grey as well, consigned by Con Marnan.
On your podcast, I told people that this was a lovely, lovely horse, but I didn't think he was that lovely. We had 100 reserve on him, and he was on his own after that.
He has been so good all spring. He's just magic. Everything comes so easy to him. He has so much natural pace and ability, and I just hope that he's extremely lucky for Anthony Stroud, who is one of the best bloodstock agents in the world. And
David Loader.
And David Loader and Sheikh Mohammed, and I hope they have their top hats polished for Royal Ascot.
Con and Amy Marnan wreathed in smiles as they had been 12 months ago. What an extraordinary triumph for them. Con, always a major presence at this sale. As is Johnny Collins, who consigned from his Brown Island stables lot number 107 by Too Darn Hot. This was bought by Dullingham, and I caught up with Johnny right after the sale.
I'm thrilled. He was a nice horse and he showed well all week. He did a very good breeze, and I hope he's lucky now for the people that bought him.
Can you just give us a bit of insight into when you are buying specifically with the purpose to come back and breeze, how do you select your yearlings?
Sure, look, we'd mark the catalogue first and run around and look at them and try and see what's within our price range that we like. Then he's a horse that's going to get a mile plus. You know what I mean? Like he's off a Shamardal mare. He'll a lot of power, and it's a good classic pedigree, goes back to Islington, so hopefully he can be good. He breezed exceptionally well, and he's never put a foot out wrong all year now since we've had him.
All in all then, a pretty sensational couple of days here at the Tattersalls Craven Breeze Up sale, to the delight, I'm sure, of everyone associated with this place, particularly the Associate Director of Marketing, Jason Singh.
Been a fantastic couple of days. It's there's always a little bit of trepidation going into the start of the Breeze Up season. We knew we had a great set of results on the racecourse over the last 3 years, 5 individual Group 1 winners, 2 of them classic winners, a Group 1 winner last November, hot as hell from the sale last year, who looks a classic prospect. Everybody noticed those results, and it's great to see that racecourse success translate into sale ring success. Everybody seemed to say there was a really good bunch of horses. The breeze up times seemed to be good compared to last year on ground that wasn't overly quick. So the vibes post breeze were very positive. So we came into the sale cautiously optimistic. I don't think you can ever expect that a horse is going to sell for 1 million guineas. We've only had 2 previously at this sale ever make 1 million guineas. That record set by Willie Brown back in 2014, broken by Willie on the first day, and then for the Havana Grey Colt of Malcolm Bastard's today to go and break that record again. They're the 2 highest priced 2-year-olds sold at the Craven Breeze Up sale in its history this year. And, fantastic for 2 stalwarts of the industry. Willie and Malcolm both, instrumental in Breeze Ups getting off the ground, several decades ago. So it was fitting that they both topped the sale. Record turnover, some 3 million above the previous record, which is, 20%, which that's fantastic. Record average. We're looking at 27 lots sold for 200,000 guineas or more, which is also a record. And, across the board increases all double digits. So something everybody have to be happy with. It's always fantastic to get such an international buying base here at the Tattersalls Craven Breeze Up sale. We had great support from the Gulf, a lot of Saudi Arabian buyers here. We had some Libyan buyers. We had the Emirati buyers as usual. Further afield, we had buyers from China, from Australia, the United States, as well as a really strong domestic buying bench as well. So across the board, very happy. We've got the Guineas Breeze Up and Horses in Training sale in a little under 2 weeks. Again, racecourse success has been fantastic from the Guineas Breeze Up. We've had 42 individual group or listed winners in the last 3 years. That racecourse success will hopefully translate into the sale ring again. So, yeah, looking forward to it.